Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing alright. Guess you are, sound the horns. Guess somebody doing alright out there, cause it's one of those days. It's nice out. Sound the horns. So want to make a part 2 to that video. Not sure what to name it yet. I think I want to call it. Well, you already know. You're watching it. You already watched it. So you know that it's probably more likely going to say, choose the one you like or choose the one that loves you. Now, what I mean by that is I heard this from an old man recently, and it was a pimp, which surprised me, but doesn't surprise me because they're men. They live in the world, and I would basically call a pimp like a fucking Sith Lord. I'm a Jedi. I'm a good guy. He's a Sith Lord, but that doesn't make him a bad guy. It just means he uses the darker nature of reality to live. Now, other men deem that is illegal, which to me, it should be illegal only because of sound the horns, the means of protection and provision. I once was told the reason why prostitution can't be legal, like a dude just saying, I'm going to be a pimp today, I'm just going to start, you know what I mean? Is because, one, they don't provide the necessary protection. And then two, most of the people that actually go into the game, they're thieves. They're liars and charlatans. See, once upon a time, a pimp was a gentleman. He was a man of honor. And he understood every man ain't got it in the face. Every man don't got the lightning rod. Every man does not have $1 billion. So he understood that's going to be a lot of men are not getting women because women get to choose who they want to choose. And since, you don't need to be beaten ahead by brainwashing television and all of that other. No, they want the best because that's what the fuck everybody wants. Everybody wants the best of something, And thus, that's why that ain't gonna never go nowhere, because women aren't gonna choose every man. Women have always dominated men in number, meaning there's always more of you than there are of us. So that shouldn't, by math, mean every man should have one woman at least. At least. But that doesn't happen. Get it? And now we live in a world where, which is strange, women are getting more choosy, but that just means you just have less options, less and less and less, meaning you're not ever going to get you're not even going to get a boyfriend. Fuck having a man, a husband, you're not going to get a boyfriend. You want so much, and so many of those men exist. You gotta, just like men, since there's so many of us, and, but there's so many of you, but men, just like women, they only want to choose certain women or whatever. It's still good in our favor because there's a lot more of you, but the lot more isn't what we want. Like, I remember when I was younger and like all of this sexual stuff started getting more and more crazy. It's not like it hasn't always been, but it's not the way when I was younger. It's a lot more wild. Now, I'm not saying people wasn't doing the same things, it's just more people doing it at a younger age. Thank you. And it just, it blends into all the things that I talk about. Now, choosing the one that loves you over the one you like means a lot. When I first heard the dude say it, get a light. I was like, it's kind of weird. Why would I want? Which one would I want? You know, like which one would I really want if you had to choose? And the way he described it made it make more sense because he said, the one you want, the one you like, is always going to be the one that treats you like shit. She's always going to get away with shit because you like her. She's that baddie. She's the one with the body or whatever it is that you particularly like, right? Now, she knows it because you're going to express it to her. Every man's gonna tell a woman, if you're fucking a good man, you know, the level you think the woman you're with, you can be honest with her. If she can't take it, well, oh well. But you're gonna be honest. Now, if you get the one you want, the chick, well then, like I said, she's gonna know you like her like that. So in her mind, she knows she's the dream girl for you. So that means she in her mind, she's like, I get away with shit. Cause all I gotta do is deny him of me. And because I'm what everything he wants, he gonna bend to my will eventually, or he gonna watch me be with somebody else. Simple as that. Now the one that loves you ain't gonna be the one that you want. Get it? That's gonna be the one that you don't choose everything you want her to be. No, she's gonna be more real. She's probably gonna be a little less attractive, but she's gonna be more intelligent and have what I would call home training. You know, how to actually be in the home with somebody and enjoy it, not mop the floor and I cook. I cook and I cleans. Bitch, I can cook and clean. Like, for real. Like, we gotta get over that. Like, the responsibility of one person is to cook and clean. Because at the end of the day, I ain't never lived with a woman where I didn't have to cook or clean. Meaning, we took turns. I always tried to make them do it the most because I'm a man and I don't like cooking and cleaning. I'd rather go outside and break my back than cook and clean. I'd rather carry all the dishes and the laundry around, and I'd rather go do laundry than do dishes. I'd rather clean up the bathroom. You know, ladies y'all know y'all be in that bathroom, and y'all hate that shit because y'all know y'all gonna get it right. That means y'all gonna have to deal with all that shit in the bathroom. I'd rather do that than do the dishes. Why? Because I had a fucking dishwasher job where I had to break my back for years, and I don't like that doing that no more. I've worked in so many different jobs where I had to throw trash away and all this different, you know, like I'm doing now, working the streets. When I go home, I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to go from work back to work and doing the same fucking thing. Get it? It's common sense. Now, the one that loves you, like I said, she's not going to be everything you want. So she's going to cater to more of what you need. Get it? That's because you're more in her mind, on her level, because she could be, when I say a woman's less attractive, I don't mean ugly. There's so many like 5s and 6s that are they're cute. They look so good. You ain't a 10 though. You get the same, dudes hollering at you, get a million DMs, but you don't look that good. You really don't. You gotta try hard to make a nigga wanna take you out and spend a lot of money. When you're really a super 10 in a man's eyes, he's already like, I'll do whatever the fuck she want me to do, and I don't care. I got enough money to blow. I don't care if she's using me. I don't give a fuck. Those are the type of women I want. I want good-looking women like that. I give her whatever the fuck she want. I hope my personality, she actually pays attention because I'm trying to get her. Duh, that's why dudes with money don't mind blowing the money. What the fuck you think we get money for? We get money and want to take women out and do things. Duh. That's why it's easier for them to blow the money and harder for them to love you. Unless they pay attention. You know what I mean? Now, like I was saying, the one that likes you, though, like OG was saying, he said she's usually the one that gives you the headache. He said, think back, sound the horns. He said, think back about your other relationships, the ones you had problem with. Was it the one you wanted to be with? Or was it the girl that was chasing you, hitting you up, showing you, like, you know what I mean? But you was like, nah, I don't want her. I got the baddie. And then she treated you like shit for all those years. And the one that liked you and would have loved you for you, because to you, you're the shit. Just like you look at her, like she's the shit. That's the way she looks at you. Like, that's that nigga. I don't give a fuck. There's only one nigga that look like that. There's only one nigga that talks like that. There's only one dude, There's only one man I've ever seen that is that. And I don't care. You got a light, bro?
Oh, no.
Like, they're not gonna care about certain things. You know what I mean? Because more than likely, nowadays, women are, they can get those things themselves. So why would a woman that has, let's say, a house, she already has a house, why the fuck would she want you to, you know what I mean? If that man don't have a house, why would she want that man to go buy a house and then she moves into that house? That's just stupid. You already have a house. You know what I mean? That's what combining puzzle pieces to me really is when it comes to relationships nowadays, because we're not living in back in the day where everything was so in a certain way where we could just choose and live a certain way. Like a lot of men want to say traditional, and even myself, but I've always in my life, because I experienced it being with a virgin and being with a non-virgin. I don't want to be with a virgin. It would be nice. It's almost impossible to find anyway. But I don't mind a woman that has experience. Now, a lot of, no. I should be here a lot of experience. Now, like I sound the horns. Now, like I said, we don't live in that time. So most women have experienced, a lot now. So that brings me to my point of which one is really more important? Which one really fits in your life? Because I see that the one that you like is more, it's not even a bad thing. Let me not even give them a bad rap neither, because, we live in a strange world where all of this stuff is true. Like, there are beautiful women that are very humble. Very, all those things I just said about the average chick, But that's why it's not, I don't like to put the words on that everybody else does, because then it traps everybody. It traps you into this one category. Sound the horns. I don't like to be trapped in one category because there's billions of people. So, we all like a little bit different things, which mean the relationship you want ain't gonna be the relationship I want. And if we're all trying to model ourselves after certain people, how's that gonna work? Because that means what works for them it ain't gonna always work for you. You're not them. So it's like very strange, and it's strange that my father's making me think of these things right now, because all I've been doing lately is just been trying to focus on making better videos and having better topics to talk about, showing the spiritual stuff. And it seems like soon as I start getting motivated on that, he brings me back to this man and regular woman, and I'm like, oh boy, bro, why you got me all over the place? But I already figured that out, because these videos ain't just for me. They're for you. Whoever's watching that actually pays attention and actually, takes their time out and believes some of the stuff and says, well, yeah, I see myself in that, or I think I need to try something like that. So, sound the horns. It's for you guys that are, my wolves and my ninjas. So, I don't know though. It's like weird, strange. Oh man, I wish I would have recorded that. One of my neighbors is moving out. What's going on? And he's like, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I finally got out of here. I never even seen this guy a day in my life neither. That's funny. But he was like, yeah, man, this building's fucked up, bro. All the rats and shit I had to deal with, the roaches and shit. I'm said, damn, man, I must be blessed, because I see shit like that every now and again when I walk in the hallway, but I don't never have that problem in my room. Like, it'd be weird. I see a little shit, but I ain't never had no rat, no little rodent in my like. That's what I mean about being blessed with the Lord. That's blessings. That's a fucking blessing to live in a room and other people are complaining about all this other shit, pestilence, like my father likes to deal with you motherfuckers, and you don't have to do it. You can sit in the midst of it and it don't fuck with you. I love my father. Anyway, he goes, yeah, man, I'm on the second floor and shit. And I'm like, oh, so yeah, you be hearing that dude on the third floor banging the music all the time. And he's like, yeah, man, that shit used to piss me off. I said, yeah, I'm that nigga that be screaming at him all the time in the hallway. I'll fuck you up. You better turn that shit down. Niggas gotta go to work, bro. I ain't hearing that shit no more. He said, oh, that's you? Good looks, bro. That nigga be wailing every day. Yo, I love being Batman, dog. Like, this shit is crazy. I can't wait until I can make my final change, though. I'm tired of this hood shit. I'm really tired of wearing my Batman hood. I can't wait to get back to my Levi, my Jacob, my higher self. But I like my Vegeta. I like my hood Batman shit. It works. So, that's something, I love how my father, makes me run into people and stuff. But, I'm really starting to understand, or maybe, yeah, I'm starting to understand how to make these certain choices when it comes to women. I'm not saying I got it down packed 100%. Like I said, I am trying to figure out how this shit works in this world like everybody else. And I find myself fighting for the old way like most men. But I come to realize like that shit ain't gonna happen, because we're not back then. People don't live like that. Some do, so those very few people will hopefully link up with each other and they'll live those lives. But the rest of us, what do we get, left to the wayside? We don't get a fucking hour Bible, basic earth before leaving? No, we don't. Because no one will write it. No one will speak like this. Everyone just says, this the problem, we need to make it like this. But that way ain't coming back, because people don't want to go back, and nobody actually wants to take the baby steps on making it that way back. So I'm done with trying to force people or convince people to like, like the old ways worked. I'm more trying to figure out and get my viewers to understand, if you're in these predicaments and you're lost like me, or you're having problems in your own world, lost in whatever your beliefs are, because I don't know anybody that believes in any different God or any different whatever, and these relationship problems go everywhere. This is all over the world. At least that's what I see from what I'm shown, and Everything you see on the internet and TV ain't always real. And that's what I'm really starting to see. And I'm starting to realize that that's where the problem starts with a majority of relationships. Because ever since this thing came out, everybody gets to be influenced by other people now. More than their own friends and family around them. More people will allow the influence of what another person says that they have no idea if they're lying to them, give a shit about them, or nothing. Because they're famous or they're on the screen, they look believable. They know about body language and how to make you feel good and make themselves seem trustworthy. Meanwhile, people like me, I don't want you to trust me. I do the other psychology of pounding this shit into you so you understand, like, alright, this dude ain't coming with no gimmicks. He ain't trying to make me like him. He's trying to make me see the truth, and that's it. He doesn't give a shit if I like him or not. I don't. I care if you love the Lord and want to better your life by actually actualizing yourself, realizing who you really are, and learning to bring other people into your world. Even if, you may not particularly know how to, or a lot of people think they don't want to. I realize a lot of people in their minds are so hurt because we've been through things. We've been trying to have good relationships for so long, and we get hurt. And then I've seen it plenty of times. I've talked to people enough to listen to people say the same thing, and to make me realize, like, wow, a lot of us, not all of us, have the similar thoughts. We've been through similar problems, and now we're trapped in the thought process of I can't find what I want. And then you get older and you're wasting time, and then you know, I believe, honestly, the number one reason majority of us are not with a person that we can be with for the rest of our lives is because the time that we did give up on relationships is the time we were supposed to be looking. Now, if we would have never been in those early relationships, then at the time we should have been looking, we would have been ready and not hurt. Majority of men get hurt in their teens and their 20s, and then they suffer through their 30s of getting over it. And then by the time they're 40, that's when they snap the fuck awake, or 35, and then they're like, oh, I get it now. That was just a practice run. Duh. Now I know what I want, because I actually thought about it and just didn't listen to what everybody else said, or listen to what my balls and my immature way of thinking sexually. Like, if I ask a man or a woman, what do you want a man or a woman for, without sex, you just look at the look on their face. They're like, huh? And then they'll start saying the stupid shit. To talk to. You could talk to somebody on the fucking street every day, bro. You can go to the movies with your friends and your family. What do you need a woman for? What do you need a man for? That means something that ain't sex and money. For men, sex. For women, money. If you can't name something that you really, really need this person for, and you really, really need them to be around you because they have this, then you don't even like that person, really. You like what they provide. And that's not all you should like about someone. That's what I mean by the rich man has the same problem as the broke man, trying to get someone to love him. Why? Because a woman will be with a rich man and be like, I've been with this, and this life is cool, it's all nice, but he's not fun. He doesn't know anything about sex or romance the way I like it. Not that he doesn't know. He doesn't know how I want it. Or they're forced into that lifestyle of being with a certain man, and then, a man that she actually would like comes along, and then she's a home wrecking whore. You're a whore because you actually ran into the man that you really want to be with. And this guy's just been the fucking fill-in the whole time. Because that's what you thought you wanted. But every day, every fight, it ain't even got to be about fights. When are people allowed to literally be like, all right, I changed, you didn't, so we're not compatible anymore? Now, I'm the man of the Lord, so, death do us part thing. But my father also gave reasons to leave each other. My father understands the life commitment thing is something that very few people are going to be able to do. Like him, like how he said, I promise forever, I'll never go back on my word. That's what the fucking marriage is really like. When you marry someone, you're their God. Forever. There's no more going back. But the Lord understands that we're people and we change. Or people ruin our relationships by getting us to change. Get it? So, I hope my little rant about choosing women and all these little things help men too. Because these videos are just to open up other people's mind to the possibilities of actually choosing people besides the stupid traditional way and the stupid worldly way of, only go for the best when you're not. The traditional way, she got to be a virgin and she got to be perfect. Because both ways ain't working in the reality that we're in. They work, but not in this reality that we're in. Get it? See, we only can do so many things so wrong for so long and keep saying this shit is right. It's good, it's working. It's not. So maybe we need to, incorporate a little other things and lessen our